Karrueche takes lessons on learning how to arrange her own flowers.
Okay.
Because it takes out the bacteria.
Hi, everybody. So, lately I've been a little bit more adventurous, trying to find new things to do and keep myself busy and occupied, and my brain learning and functioning. And so I wanted to take a floral design class, which is something I've always wanted to do. And then I was connected with Christina. I've posted her a couple of times. She has created some of the most beautiful arrangements for me. And she is a female, so I have to support her, of course. And so I asked her if she would be down to teach me how to create arrangements. So here we are. We were just talking about, okay, so this is the vase, and we're gonna use foam because floral foam, because once you put the flowers in, it'll stay better. Opposed to, what is this called, a net?
Chicken wire.
Chicken wire.
So chicken wire, it has these holes in it. It keeps the flowers secure.
Okay.
But not quite as secure because, as you can see, some of the holes are bigger.
Right.
So, but once you stick it in the foam, it won't move at all.
So the stems can easily go into the foam?
Yes, we have to wet it. But yeah,
we have to wet it. Okay.
Yeah.
So am I supposed to change the water every couple of days in the vases?
Every 2 to 3 days.
Oh, I never.
Yes,
that's awful. I never change or add water.
Yes, because
Dang.
the flowers drink water.
Right.
And they get bacteria after a while, so it helps take the water.
Okay. Good to know. I've been doing it wrong the whole time. I just let my flowers sit there and be pretty and die. Hey, my forehead looks huge.
They will dry out. So you want to make sure that you change the water, and you can use these little packages of flower food that
you guys have seen these before.
Extend the life of your flowers as well.
So after somebody receives an arrangement with the flower food, how many days after should they add the flower food?
If you get them from most flower shops, we add the flower food, so then you don't need to dump out the water after a couple days. Just add more. Add more water.
Oh,
so
okay.
But if you buy flowers from like the grocery store, and Trader Joe's is the best store to buy flowers. They have the highest quality flowers.
I've gotten my flowers there a couple of times.
But they come with these packets, so you can add that as you go. But most of the time, if you get them from me or other florists, we've already added, the flower food to the vase before it's delivered. So you'll see. Now it's much better.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm doing I'm gonna use the foam.
So our first flowers are hydrangeas. So you want to add your largest flowers first.
Okay. Hydrangeas.
Yes, so white hydrangeas.
I used to say hydrangeas.
So I am a delta, so I call it in a delta shape.
Yes.
But a triangle shape is how you want to add your flowers. So one here.
Wait, show them what you're doing.
Okay, so one there.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
One here. And so you create a triangle shape.
Oh wait, I need to add your Scarlet's flowers.
Team Scarlet.
Team Scarlet.
Yeah.
I do that every single time. Team Scarlet?
Yes.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now this is the base form of your arrangement, and you'll build around this.
The base.
So you always want to add your largest flowers first.
Okay.
So, and then we're gonna add some greenery.
Someone said, "Okay, Delta."
There you are. Okay,
Yes.
so you
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
And then
So cut up to what do you?
so you can do. So take up. That's one of the key things to keeping your flowers fresh. You don't want any leaves in the water.
Leaves in the water. Okay.
So you can cut it here, but make sure you cut it on an angle.
Cut it on
That also allows the flowers to drink more water when you cut it on an angle.
Oh, I'm learning so much. Cut it on an angle. Okay. Ooh,
Sorry.
sorry. You up. Is this okay right here? Is this
Yeah.
okay?
No. We're good.
Okay.
So then,
So cut at an angle and then triangle. So one should go like right here, right?
yes, but you want to cover the base of your, so like it's down at an angle as well. So at the end of your arrangement, you don't want any of the edge to show.
Okay.
So that's also what we're going to use the greenery for. Perfect.
Good. Okay.
So we're going to cut it on an angle and then put greenery in the middle of these spaces. So that gives you your structure and holds up. And if you were doing it in the chicken wire, the greenery would help to hold in the flowers.
Okay. Wait, so cut about the same?
Yes.
Like
So
here?
about there, yes. So, and then how long you cut it will determine how big the arrangement is going to be.
Okay. And so stick it just around in between?
Yes.
Like here?
Yes.
And at an angle still?
But angle downward.
Down? No. This way.
Yeah.
What kind of
So this
greenery
is called a lemon leaf.
lemon leaf?
Yes. Just make sure again. We're covering the base here. And then we'll probably add another one here. We'll say, okay, so. And secondary. This one is seeded eucalyptus.
Ooh.
So it's
love
had eucalyptus smell.
Yes.
Eucalyptus is super popular right
Yes.
now. You can definitely put, if you were gonna use the one for your shower, this isn't it. You should use the spiral eucalyptus.
Okay, so I've learned that there's a difference. Is this no? This is not the silver dollar, but there is a silver
there
dollar.
is a silver
that's
dollar.
round.
Yes, it's round like little silver dollars.
Yes.
And then there's a spiral eucalyptus, which is the kind you should put in your shower.
Yes.
And then this one's called seeded eucalyptus. And then there's a feather eucalyptus, which is a thin version of like these leaves.
Ah, okay.
So they all pretty much smell the same. It just, the spiral has the strongest smell. That's why that's the best for the shower.
Ah, okay. Okay.
All covered. And we'll usually add some more greenery at the end if we have any holes or anything that we want to cover up.
So I'm just adding more.
Yes, you can add in between.
Okay.
So what's really popular right now is doing a lot of texture with the greenery. So that's why we're doing different types. And then you can just stick these pieces in.
This is a little funky over here.
So, but when you take it out, cut it again so that the flowers and the greenery drink water.
Okay. Okay. Put it again. Drink water, just like we need to drink our water.
Yes. You gotta make sure. you know.
Okay, that looks better.
This one is called Gunite. It's another eucalyptus family.
Really?
Yes, but again, that'll give you some more texture.
And that smells like regular eucalyptus too?
Not as strong.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, the strongest ones are the silver dollar and the spiral eucalyptus. You can get some texture here, and it just gives some like more movement to your.
Okay. Right, I'm moving a little bit slow. Hold on.
So work on it. And typically odd numbers work better with flowers, just the way that the design and the symmetry works out. So most of the stuff that we'll be doing will be in threes.
Threes, okay.
Yes. So
Okay. Now, what kind of
so this one is called a snapdragon.
Snapdragon. These are pretty.
Yes.
I thought these were called. I don't know. I don't know what they're called, but I've seen them before.
Okay.
So, how much should I cut?
So cut, and then again, make sure you take off
the leaves.
all the leaves,
Okay.
and then cut it about right here.
Okay, so you
So
want
then-
these to be higher so they
Yes,
can
so
stick.
it'll stick out. This will be our tall element of the arrangement.
And we're doing this in three, right?
Yes.
So again, that kind of like triangle.
Yes, so it'll go in between the hydrangeas.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay.
So if you were doing it, as you see, that I'm doing it, mine is much longer because I'm putting it all the way into the water. But when you have the floral foam, it doesn't go as deep.
Because the water's in the.
Yeah, so the water is already in the foam.
Okay.
So, and then it just kind of is a personal preference how wild you want it to be. Like, so it could be, taller if you like it sticking out.
Ooh, those are pretty.
Yes. So this next one, the dahlia, which is one of the most popular flowers right now.
Really?
They come in really gorgeous colors, and they have about another month or so that they'll be in season, but this is definitely one of. I know peonies are one of your favorites, and this kind of replaces peonies when peonies go out of season.
I feel like this one is leaning a little bit too much. I don't like that.
So yeah, just put it in a little deeper and it should stand up.
All right.
This one will go in between, like directly in between your hydrangeas down here. So one will go here, one will go here, and one will go there. So right below the snapdragon.
Okay. Now, how does it matter? Okay, let's see what this says. Does it matter where what is this called again?
Dahlia?
Dahlia. Does it need to be like sticking, facing up or down or like?
So where you have it is perfect because it should be facing out. Like facing
Right.
up. So you want this, the angle that you placed it that's the most view that people can get from it.
Okay.
And that's why, again, basically we're making a centerpiece. So if someone was sitting at your table, they could see everything all around.
Okay.
So compared to like the arrangement that I did for you the very first time for the BET Awards,
Yes.
it was just 3/4 because it was the back.
Right.
We didn't need anything.
Right.
Because no one was going to see that
in the
side.
back. Right. Some more.
Yeah, make sure.
Oh shoot! Don't forget to take the leaves off.
Because that's what creates the bacteria in the water that keeps your flowers faster.
Oh. Okay. Let's take the leaves. Okay. Christina is going so fast because she knows exactly what she's doing. I'm all slow trying to make sure everything's perfect. Okay. That over here, right?
Yes.
Right in here.
But you probably used to be a little
Shorter? Okay. This is kind of hard to do.
Oh, that. And then the stem.
Oh, there we
There's
go.
probably another stem looking away.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so our next one is a calla lily.
Calla lily. Yes.
So again, you'll do it like kind of above the hydrangea. So we're kind of all working in through.
Okay. And it's like a tier almost.
Yeah,
right?
so we'll, by then, like I said, we'll build it up, and then any holes we'll have to add some more layering.
Okay.
So the calla lilies are usually better in water because of the stem that they have. They're very long lasting in oasis or the water. It's just that because of the type of stem that it is, it's a little bit harder to get in. So if it's hard, you can poke a hole with something harder, and then so then you can just stick it in. If you poke a hole first,
Yeah.
because they bend a little bit.
Yeah, I
So
don't
if
want
you
to
use
break it. Oh, there we go.
Yes, okay. Use something and poke the hole first. You got it.
That's not hard enough. Okay.
Alright, so our next one is Astromeria.
Astromeria. I've seen this a lot in the store.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stores have these because they last long. And so if you're buying flowers for your house, then you want to get, tighter blooms like this because they last longer. But even once they're open, they'll last. But if you're trying to do, an event where you want to have the centerpiece, then you want it more open like this, so that it's more showy and it fills more of the vase. If you're going to have an event. But if you just want to have flowers at your house, or you're giving them to somebody, it can be tighter so that they can keep them for longer.
And so these should be placed between
Kind of just any of these holes just around. And then we still have some other things to put in. Wherever you have holes kind of next to the hydrangeas.
Should I take these leaves off? No, I can leave them, right?
You can leave the ones on the top. Anything that's not going to be in the foam, you can leave it there.
Hey, it's starting to look like something.
Yeah, it's looking good. Okay. Have these. So again, if you want to keep it for longer, you would have a tighter rose. But if you want it again to be open for something, you blow the top and it opens up more.
Oh.
And so, or there's some tricks where you can spin it like this and it'll open up more. And so the rose opens. Again, if you're having an event and you want it for an event, wedding, something like that, you would want the flower to be more open.
Right. I've never seen that before. I want to try it. So would this open up more? Or no?
It would. That one probably. That one. Maybe not that one. Probably this one would, because that one's so tight. So yeah, it got bigger.
Oh my god. Love it. Okay. And so for these, we're doing more than 3.
Yes. So we just did a half dozen for this.
Okay.
And sometimes you'll have just 1 or 2 bad petals that you just take off and you can just pull it off, but just try not to touch. The main thing you don't want to do is to touch the top of the roses, because once you touch the top of the roses, then they get bruised and damaged. You want me to tell you?
Yep. I just messed this up.
No, it's okay.
Doing too much.
That's fine.
Okay.
It happens.
Here. Ooh. So, should I take these out or no? Any of them out or leave them?
You could take probably just that one. This one. There's a little bit. It just has like a little small mark. Again, sometimes if you touch it by accident or in the packaging, no matter what, like even if they're straight off the airplane where they come from Ecuador, it's still, just in the handling can get a little bruised.
Okay. fun. Okay, let me hurry up because I'm slow as hell. Trash?
Yes. Two more things to go. All right, so this one is a Lysianthus.
Lysianthus.
And it's like an open rose. Okay, so we're gonna do 5 of these.
So it's in the rose family?
No, it just looks like open rose.
Oh, it just looks like okay.
Yeah. So, and then these buds again will give you some more texture. So you want to keep some of these buds on, because some of them will, the larger ones will open actually, but the smaller ones usually don't. But and unlike roses, these don't smell at all.
Okay.
Most flowers don't smell anymore. Most are manufactured in different places that don't really grow anymore, completely naturally. You're doing good. It's looking good.
I'm not mad at it. Okay, let's see.
So just anywhere you have holes, there's one other flower after this that we'll put in.
Okay.
And then again, we'll just add a little bit more greenery at the end. Just fill some holes. And Lysianthus are also a good flower again because they're very long lasting.
Lysianthus.
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 Yeah.
Lysianthus. Okay. These stems are kind of delicate too, so I should use.
Usually those, but yeah, this is the hardest to use. Usually this is the one that is the Karrueche.
Is it like a bad thing if two of the same type of flower are too close to each other?
No. Because sometimes we do that intentionally. This is more of a garden style arrangement. Mm-hmm. Basically like kind of what you would see in nature.
Right.
We were in the garden, but a more modern style, like the one that I did for your friend Jen. It was more clustered, so all the flowers, like there was like 5 calla lilies together, 5 roses together. So that's a more modern style, and it would be less greenery.
Okay.
And that's also the style that we did for the BET Awards.
Right. I always felt like that was a no-no to have the same flowers next to each other. I don't know why I thought that, but
So I mean, yeah, it just kind of depends on whatever your style
is. Okay. Oh my
So
god.
I would say this is a more popular style right now. Like
What's this style called again? I'm sorry.
This is more gardeny, like loose earth style. Last thing will be the spray roses. There are little mini roses. And again, if you just have any little bad petals, you can pull them off. But then you don't ever want to touch flowers on the top. Just do it on the side and gently pull it so that you don't damage it. So if you take again, just pull it, and then you just gently take it off of the side. And most flowers have guard petals, which do have to be removed sometimes. Especially, and if you find that you have some flowers for a while and they're not opening, then take off the outside petals because they're holding them together.
And still just filling in
So
the
we'll
gap.
do 3 of these, and then again, if you have any more holes, then you can just add. Again, if you have a flower and it just has like a couple bad petals, you don't have to throw the whole thing away. You just take just a little off. Again, you can add some more of these, give you a little more texture, anything you want. Yeah. Just a lot of movement with the different greenery.
Just add it anywhere?
Yeah, just anywhere if you have a hole or you just want it to come out more. And as you can see, that if you do it looser, then you'll need more flowers. If you do it more compact, then you can use less flowers. But you want to try to have how you have some space here, you know, a little space because things will open up. Like the roses will open more, things will open up more. Hydrangea doesn't really open, and neither do these dahlias are already open.
Okay.
And calla lilies, arrow-sticks, but again, the roses and the spray roses, and then definitely the astrameria
Will open up.
you know, opens up more. So you want to have some spaces but you did a great job with that. You covered all of the oasis. The oasis is the name of the phone. So you don't...
Name of the phone?
Yes.
Okay.
So you want to make sure that everything is covered. And like on mine, where I use water, then I use the greenery to make sure that you want to have everything. And so you can kind of tell too, mine is a little looser because again, in the water, the flowers aren't quite as tight compared to, like, again, when you put it in the foam, like, that's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't really move around. But again, the water is still a little looser.
Okay, that's Christina's. And this is mine. Got a little hole right here, so maybe...
A little more greenery.
Yeah, that's that greenery right there. Hello.
There's Israel, our delivery guy.
Okay, so we're filled in that hole. I think I want to add one there too. Okay.
He looks good.
It's a good start.
I think it looks really good.
Yours looks a little bit more professional.
Well, it took a couple years to get here.
Yes. Okay, if anybody wants to come buy these arrangements, they're available. Awesome.
ScarletFlowersDesigns.com. Or I'm right on IG. I'll respond to your
Message.
to your instant. Just DM me. It's Team Scarlet. And if you would like to come and learn, just hit me up. We do classes with a lot of people. You can have a group class or just individual lessons. You can come here or we can come to you. Oh, do you have any questions? Do they have any questions?
Do you guys have any questions? Looking a little sweaty and oily. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's not hot in here or anything. It's just my face. All right, they're saying they love it. What kind of... Oh, that's not a... Do you guys have any questions for us?
Anything you want to know about flowers?
My favorite flower...
Orchids, right?
Orchids and roses. Roses are just like classic. They're kind of basic because I don't know. Everybody's flowers. Yeah, but
there come so many nice colors.
Yeah. Okay, any other? How much is an arrangement of such? So how much would this...
This one, $75. We start at $60 for delivery, but this one is $75.
Thanks for tuning in to 9 Mag TV.